know what they are going through. Right? Winners know what they're going to. But the true people of God know what God can do. But it is no secret what my God can do. What is done for others, I know he'll do for you. With arms wide open, he'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. I'm a living witness that God is able. He's able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. We ought to be proud today to be members of the Church of Christ, the only church we can read about the Bible. I don't know about you, but I'm a card-carrying, faithful member of the Church of Christ, baptized in cold water in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And ever since that time, God has been the center of my life. I'm immensely proud to have this opportunity to come and to share in this great day here at Southside. It's surely a great day when you can find a minister like Tim Anderson Jr. to come and to work with you and to pray with you and to see just how far God will allow you to go in the growth of the church and in the seeking of the community by sharing the way you did when you gave away all those goods for back to school. And certainly, I am immensely proud of Tim Anderson Jr. I have a special message this afternoon from the book of 1 Timothy. And I want to apply Timothy to Timothy. Isn't that apropos to apply what Paul told Timothy in the first century and how it relates to our Timothy in the 21st century. Oh, you don't want to miss this. I'm proud of him. I know his family's proud, the Anderson family, and you've spilled already, and Tim and his wife I've known since they were little children, before they ever thought about getting married. Way back when, at the 1210 Truth Church of Christ that later moved to Roswell. And then the wonderful family they've educated their children, and I'm just proud of the entire family. And not to mention the Hughes family. I remember them when they were just children. And David Hughes is one of the deacons there, like Tim Anderson. And one day, I'm sure they're going to become elders. Amen? Amen. And we are delighted to see all of the Roswell family. I don't miss the Roswell back home as much as I thought I would, because we have a lot of Roswell people here. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you today. Glad to see Brother Hooks, also who married into this wonderful family. Then my minister, Brother Mark James McGee. It's really good that he was able to come. He and his mother to come and to be with us on this conspicuous, this wonderful occasion. I am proud, beyond measure, to have been welcomed by Brother Ronald Simmons. He really knows how to to welcome him. He stuck with me ever since I got here, even until bringing me here today. And I appreciate him so much. And then when I went to my room, I had that beautiful basket of goodies from the hospitality committee. And I want you to know I thank you so very much. Beautiful, beautiful. And then to be on the platform with a great gospel preacher, Brother Stanley Hubbard. Amen. From the great Kingsley Terrace Church of Christ. And to see the elders that had come and the members, it was just awe-inspiring to see the support that you've given to a former servant, Brother Tim Anderson. We thank you so very much for coming. I realize that you're expecting for me to give a message. But before I do this, I also want to just recognize Sister Tim Anderson, Jr. Because you can't really truly recognize a gospel preacher if you don't recognize his wife. Amen. Because that wife has a lot to do with that man's success. Amen. And I appreciate her. I appreciate her demeanor. And I thank God for her. Amen. I want to share a message from 2 Kings chapter 7. It was read well in that hearing. And I selected this message because I felt that there may be a need here as in many places for the things I have to say. And I'm not going to read the text in its entirety because it could go from verse 1 on down to verse 20. And you can go home and you can study it some more and research it because it has so many dynamic messages within. But I'm just going to read verses 1 through 3 for special emphasis, but we'll be referring to the entire 20 verses in one way or the other. I'd like for you to repeat after me at each pause. Then Elisha said, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord. Tomorrow, about this time, shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel. And 2 measures of barley for a shekel in the gate of Samaria. Then a Lord on whose hand the king leaned answered the man of God and said, Behold, if the Lord would make windows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering of the gate. And they said one to another, Why sit we here until we die? That's the title of my message, the last words that you mentioned. Why sit we here until we die? Why sit we here until we die? Now, it wouldn't do this message justice if I didn't give you a prelude to it in 2 Kings chapter 6. And in 2 Kings chapter 6, particularly around verse 6, God revealed his ability through his servant Elisha to do the impossible by causing an iron axe head to swim. Now you know that an iron axe head can't swim on its own. God caused that. That shows you the awesome power of God. That's what I want us to recognize today. In this entire message, two main things. Not just intellectually believing that God exists, but believing that God is able to do the impossible. And then in 2 Kings 6, verses 8 through 23, God revealed his ability to do the impossible through his prophet Elisha by causing the whole Syrian army. Can you imagine the whole Syrian army, the Arameans army and king to be struck blind? And later God opened their eyes to see again and allowed them to go back to Syria defeated. And this was without the children of Israel lifting a sword or using their military force. God fought their battles without them going to war. That shows the awesome power of God. And a lot of times we're so busy trying to fight our own battles until we forget that the battle belongs to the Lord.